Emeka counted every single piece of meat in the soup like it was money in the bank. But little did he know, the one thing he couldn't count was his wife finding out about Susu baby. My people, gather well. Come closer. Bring your stools. If you are standing, stand strong. If you are eating, chew slowly so you will not choke. Because today's story, it is sweet like ripe mango, but it can also bite like pepper. This story did not happen in the days when tortoise was still borrowing feathers. No, it happened in our time, in a busy town called Omodike Junction, where Okada riders shout like they are competing in a singing competition, where generators hum louder than lullabies, and where everybody knows everybody's business, even the business you have not yet done. That is where Emeka lived. And Emeka was not an ordinary man. He was stingy. Not small stingy, professional stingy, certified stingy. If stinginess was a university course, Emeka would graduate with first class and win scholarship for PhD. He owned a shop called Emi Building Ventures. Big signboard, blue paint, white letters. It stood proudly near the junction like a king wearing agbada. Inside the shop were cement bags, iron rods, paint buckets, tiles, everything for building. But Emeka guarded those materials like a lion guarding meat. Every morning, before even greeting his workers, he would remove his small notebook. Chinedu? Yes, Oga. How many bags of cement yesterday? 250, sir. Emeka would count with his finger in the air. 1, 2, 3, all the way to 250. Even if customers were waiting, even if rain was falling, even if NEPA had just brought light for the first time in 3 days, he must count. If he counted 249 instead of 250, the shop would turn into court. Who stole my cement? Workers would be sweating like roasted corn. If Emeka saw a rat near his cement, he would suspect the rat. That was how serious he was. And at home, he was worse. When Bolu cooked soup, that was another counting competition. Emeka would sit at the dining table with the seriousness of a bank manager approving loan. He would use his spoon to search inside the pot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bolu would be watching quietly. Why are you counting? She once asked gently. I just want to know. Last week, there were 8 pieces of meat. Today, I am seeing 6. Inflation cannot enter my pot. My people, who counts meat before eating? Even goats do not count grass. But Emeka, he would count, calculate, and even estimate depreciation. And poor Bolu. Bolu was calm, soft-spoken, intelligent, the type of woman that watches everything but talks little. If patience was gold, Bolu would be billionaire. But Emeka did not see her value. Instead, he controlled her. If Bolu wore anything slightly fitted, Emeka would cough like a broken generator. What is this you are wearing? It is just a dress. Just a dress? Do you want men to look at you? Go and change. Bolu would quietly go inside. She would return wearing something loose enough to house 3 people. Emeka would nod. Better. He wanted her invisible. He wanted her small. He wanted her folded like old newspaper. Meanwhile, there was someone else. Her name was Suzanne. But Emeka did not call her Suzanne. He called her Susu Baby. And Susu Baby was fire. Stylish, flashy, nails long like ambition, wigs that could cover 3 villages, perfume that announced her before she entered a room. When Emeka saw her, his stinginess would disappear like NEPA light during rain. He would transfer money without blinking. Buy that phone, Susu Baby. Okay, baby. Do you like that shoe? Yes, baby. Buy it. If Bolu asks for money to buy blender, manage the old one. If Suzanne wants new iPhone, Send account number. Ah, my people. A man that waters outside plant while inside plant is dying. What will happen? Wind will blow. That is what will happen. And the wind started blowing one night.
It was quiet. Generator off. Only the ceiling fan turning slowly like it was tired of life. Emeka was sleeping, snoring like a motorcycle that refused to start. Bolu lay beside him. Her eyes were open. She had been watching for weeks. The late-night smiles, the hidden phone, the bathroom chats. That night, when Emeka turned and snored louder, Bolu gently reached for his phone. Her heart was beating like talking drum. She unlocked it. She knew his password. Stingy men are predictable. She opened messages, and there it was. My Susu baby, heart. Chats full like market day. Transfers, 50,000 cents, 100,000 cents. Voice notes, pictures. Bolu did not cry. No, she read quietly. Sometimes when pain is too much, tears do not come. She copied Susan's number. The next afternoon, she called. Hello? Good afternoon, Bolu said calmly. Yes, who is this? I am Emeka's wife. Silence. Then small laughter. Oh, I want to speak to you woman to woman. Susan adjusted her hair. Speak. Whatever Emeka gives you, you will share it equally with me. Pause. Then loud laugh. Excuse me? You heard me. You must be joking. I am not joking, my dear, Susan said boldly. I don't share gifts. If your husband is generous, control him. Don't call me. Click. She cut the call. Bolu looked at the phone. Still calm. She nodded slowly. Okay. 3 days later, Susan was in her house, enjoying new handbag Emeka had bought. Her phone rang. Unknown number. She picked. Hello? Good afternoon, Susan Chiamaka Okore. The air froze. Susan sat up. Yes? You live at number 14 Palm Crescent, Yellow Gate. Your landlord is old and coughs too much. Silence. Susan's throat dried. Who is this? You know who this is. Bolu's voice was still soft, still calm. I called you before. Susan swallowed. How do you know my address? That is not important. Pause. You will share whatever Emeka gives you. Why are you threatening me? I am not threatening you, soft choco. I am simply reminding you that life is long. Susan's hands began to shake. And if I refuse, then maybe Emeka will find out about many things. Silence. Deep silence. Finally, Susan whispered, okay. From that day, something changed. Whenever Emeka sent money, Susan would remove Bolu's share. Quietly, secretly. Transfer, no message, no noise. And Bolu would receive a lot. She would smile, calm, still cooking, still acting like nothing happened. Transformation began. New dresses, fitted, elegant. She walked differently. Confidence is sweeter than perfume. One evening, Emeka came home and stopped at the door. Who is this? Bolu stood there in a beautiful fitted gown, hair done, lipstick shining. My wife? He asked slowly. Yes. Where did you get money? Management, she replied. Emeka's heart began to shake. Who are you dressing for? Bolu looked at him slowly. For myself. The way she said it made Emeka's heart jump. For yourself? Yes. She walked past him, confident, calm, no apology, no fear. Emeka felt cold. A guilty man sees ghosts in daylight. He started suspecting poison. One day, Bolu served soup. Emeka sniffed it. Why are you smelling it like that? She asked. Just checking. He carried spoon, paused. What if she put something inside? He put it down. Bolu, taste it first. Bolu looked at him. She scooped big spoon and swallowed slowly. He watched like scientist. Are you feeling dizzy? No. He went to Google. Symptoms of slow poison. He read, sweating, stomach pain, sleepiness. He drank water and waited.
30 minutes, 1 hour. He checked mirror. Am I pale? He touched his chest. My heart is beating too fast. That night, he did not eat. Hunger punished him, but fear punished him more. Meanwhile, at a small pepper soup joint, Mama Nkechi was stirring pot. She saw Bolu pass one day looking fine. "Ha, Bolu, you are glowing." "Yes, Mama." "You have changed though," Mama Nkechi smiled. Later, at her joint, she whispered to customers, "Have you seen Emeka's wife? That man's money is flying." Customers laughed. Gist spread like fire in dry grass.
Emmy Building Ventures, shelves began to empty. Cement reduced. Customers complained. Workers grumbled. "Oga, salary." Next week, creditors came. "Emeka, pay us." No money to restock. He checked accounts again and again. Calculated, recalculated. Nothing changed. Money was not enough. He reduced Susan's allowance. "Susu baby, things are tight." "Okay." Her voice was cold. 2 weeks later, he saw pictures online. Susan smiling beside a new man. Car shining. Caption, "When a king finds his queen." Emeka called her. No answer. He called again. Finally, she picked. "What do you want?" "What is this I'm seeing?" She laughed. "You said things are tight. I don't do tight." "You are leaving me?" "Business is business, honey." Click. She blocked him. Emeka sat down. Alone. Shop empty. Pocket dry. Side chick gone. At home, Bolu was still calm, still confident, still glowing. One evening, Emeka swallowed pride and went to see Chief Ade, the town chief, respected, wise. Emeka entered the compound, prostrated. "Chief, I greet you." "Emeka, what brings you?" "It is my wife." "What about her?" "She has changed." Chief raised eyebrow. "Changed how?" "She is confident." Chief blinked. "Is that a crime?" "She looks at me boldly." Chief folded his arms. "Emeka, did you treat her well before?" Emeka shifted. "I provided." "Did you respect her?" Silence. Chief leaned forward. "A woman does not change overnight. Something made her change." Emeka wiped sweat. "I want you to beg her for me." Chief sighed. "I will talk to her." Chief called Bolu. She came, graceful, confident. Chief spoke gently. "Your husband is worried." Bolu nodded. "Chief, I have done nothing wrong." "I know." She looked straight. "I only decided to stop being small." Chief smiled slowly. "That is not wrong." Later that evening, Emeka sat before Bolu. For the first time, he did not shout. He did not command. He spoke softly. "I am sorry." Bolu watched him, long, silent. "You controlled me," she said quietly. "I know." "You denied me small happiness." "I know." "You spent freely elsewhere." He froze. She held his gaze. "I know." Emeka's mouth opened, closed, opened again. He realized she knew everything. Tears gathered in his eyes. "I was foolish." Yes. Simple. No insult, just truth. Months passed. Bolu used the money she had wisely saved. Small investments, small trading, smart moves. She opened a small supermarket. Clean, organized, fair prices. Customers loved her. She smiled at them. She treated them kindly. The business grew, bigger than Emeka's shop. People said, "Go to Bolu's place. She is fair." Emeka watched, humbled. He helped her quietly, carried goods, arranged shelves, no longer counting cement like gold, now counting blessings. And my people, do you know the funny part? Bolu never poisoned his food. She never shouted. She never fought. She simply adjusted her life and allowed karma to deliver. So what is the lesson? If you can count money but cannot count your character, you are poor. If you can control your wife but cannot control your greed, you are weak. If you can spend on outsiders but starve your own home, karma will open ledger. Emeka learned that respect is cheaper than regret, and Bolu proved that quiet strength is louder than noise. So my people, before you count cement, count your heart. Before you control somebody, control yourself, because life has a way of balancing books, and when it does, even the best counter can miscalculate. That is the story. If it touched you, smile. If it taught you, keep it. And if you are a Emeka in somebody's life, start counting properly.